Welcome back to Controversy. And since last break, we were talking about David Beckham's body too much. So we have less time left for this story.
Well, that's okay. I have no problem. I can provide you the story in a very,
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Exactly.
Okay. This is, I think a lot of you might see this already. Teacher lost her cool to BlackBerry user. But if you haven't seen the clips, you'll see why we have to talk about it, right?
Exactly. So I saw this clip, of course, from YouTube, and one of my friends, her friend put it on her page. So she just went on and, we take a look at it. And the thing is, my friend, she's also a professor, and you are a professor as well. So
just a teacher.
Or a teacher, not professor.
Professor.
A teacher.
Sounds grand.
Sound more like
yeah, but
better.
you have to do some
but
study
it's
to
a
be
clip.
professor.
It's a clip like Thai teacher.
Right.
She looks like really nice and pleasant.
Nice upbringing,
exactly,
neat teacher.
This lady. And
have you seen the clip?
I haven't seen it.
In the class.
Here.
This is the clip. She's teaching, all nice and everything.
And you hear the beep.
And you can hear the BlackBerries, the alert sound all the time while she was teaching, which is really disturbing. I don't know how long, how could she hold on for this long before lost her nerve.
If my students don't put their phone on silent, it's probably going to piss me off.
And the guy
too.
decided to pick up his phone
and talk.
Oh yes! My God.
I mean, seriously, and at first I saw this.
Good for her though.
Exactly, that's what I thought. Like, you know what? I have no mercy for this kid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel bad for him at all that
it's
he
such
lost
a
that.
disrespectful kid.
Exactly, because we have to think about it. Why the heck are you allowed a cell phone in classroom anyway?
Yeah.
First of all, you're studying, okay? You're supposed to be listening to your professor.
True.
Second of all,
respect.
it's very disrespectful to pick up the phone while, someone else is talking. I mean, even in a normal situation, if you're sitting.
I mean, not that it matters what row he's sitting in, but he's sitting right in the front row, right?
Exactly.
And it's like,
it's like
plain
that
disrespect.
Can't be worse than that. I mean, I don't think I could take it that long. I would be like saying something even before he took the call. I would be like, who the heck had their phone on with like the ringing tone on? At least put it on silence.
We need more teachers like her, because I think
we need to
start too.
Exactly.
People are losing the grip on classrooms.
True.
You hear loads of stories.
My dad teaching master degree at the TANnetwork University, and he didn't ban phones from the class because he have to pick up some certain phones too, but it have to be in silence and talk outside the classroom. But he saw this clip and he just loved it, and he was like, I will have it in my computer, and if the kids start picking up the phone in the class, I will just open it again and again just to let them know that it's gonna happen to them.
And my friend, that's what she did today. It's like she had a class, and of course, the kids start talking. Like, seriously, I was in class with her once, and the kids are so disrespectful, talking in class, having their cell phone, and also they not only talk to each other, they're eating something too.
Oh.
But it goes beyond this. In France, it's become in France, it's become a major problem with teachers scared of going to teach in classrooms because they really can't command respect anymore from their pupils.
Well, because you get sued, you get
and obviously it's wrong. You can't touch your students anymore. You can't hit them. But because they can't do that anymore, they've completely lost a grip of how to control, a classroom of 25 plus kids.
My first students in first couple row in the class always listen to me, look at what I'm telling them to look at, watch the slide, and really pay attention. And a little way in the back, there'll be some people falling asleep, picking up phones sometimes. I was thinking, should I just yell at them, or should I just ignore? I didn't ignore. I stare at them. And
but somehow it doesn't
if they talk loud, I just stop talking. And I was just thinking, I asked them once that, do you want me to treat you like a children, or do you want me to treat you like adult? They should know better. And then I come to the point, I think, what I prepare to teach them is what I think is very useful and benefit to their knowledge. If they don't want to take it, fine.
But they don't see it as that. A lot of students nowadays, I'm being unfair to them, but they do think that
we were students
too
at one point.
Yeah, but do you remember how you felt in certain classes? You're like, oh, this is really not worth my time, and you would chat to your girlfriend or whatever during class, so you can kind of see where they're coming from. You should give them a warning and then start shouting.
Shouting?
Hardcore. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, my friends just make a threat that, you know what, in the clip, they, you know, the teachers throw down the BB, but in her class, since
I'll throw it at your head.
No, she won't throw, because the noise come from BB. But you know, in her class, the noise come from them, so she might end up having to hit them instead. That shut them off. Very nicely. It's just like, it worked.
But she cannot really hurt them physically. No, anyway, it's against the law.
Of course not.
Actually, it's kind of, but it's showing.
I like how in that clip though that she just went on teaching.
I know.
Normally, like, wow.
But you know, it was in the news. I think it's 2 mornings ago that somebody said that it might not be a real life situation.
Exactly. That's what I heard too. But then I thought, you know what? It was a talk really, because people don't address this issue anymore, and it's very serious.
It's grab attention. At least all the students that like to pick up the phone in the class, you can see that how much can piss people off and how much people do agree with what that teacher doing.
But phones in general, people just don't know. Like, do you guys agree? People don't know when is the appropriate time. Actually, I'm looking at you, and you're always on your phone anyway.
She's always on her phone too.
Okay, point.
Hey, you always like BB. Before she has BB, she's like, I don't get it why people don't call each other anymore. Why they do BB and then she got BB. She never called me. Like we do this messaging thing, and she's just like,
there's no human interaction.
Yeah, I
anymore.
got to do a phone interview with the doctor about the trigger finger syndrome before.
The lock finger thing.
Exactly, and then he show us that you're supposed to press your hands against each other.
Is this from messaging?
Yeah, like a lot of people got that just for exercising.
Because your hands lock in the same position for too long.
So what are you supposed to do, like this?
Just like press it against each other. Just push it.
Yeah.
And count 1 to 10. Do
and
that like about 20 times a day. No preventing it from actually happening.
Okay.
Because
some people call it like BB syndrome, right?
Yeah, BB thumb. That's what they call it.
Now they have manicures and pedicures for like people who've overexerted their thumbs. Special manicure promotion.
Sadly, it's
I use
technology.
iPhone. Sometimes I Twitter too much all day. I feel pressure on my right hand too. So now I'm using left hand for Twitter too.
Yeah, so that way is equally injured.
Thanks. Anyway,
she's exercising the other part of her brain though. So
our time is out. The producer said I have to end it now. So now. So this is the end of our show today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to email us at Kontroversy@TANnetwork.tv for anything, any comment, or you can find us in YouTube.com.
Any tips on how to get better?
Any tips how to get better? Anything at all, funny stuff or whatever, just email us, and see you again next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ข้อ 1 สามารถเข้าถึงประชาชนได้ทุกจุดนะคะไม่ว่าจะ